Chapter number 5, Curate top-notch content and mix in your reverse-engineered content. Now that you have a clear idea of the themes of your competitors' most successful content, it's time to look for third-party content that non-competitors or beginner to intermediate level of competition is publishing. This way you are saving a lot of money on research and advertising. You obviously don't have to create this content. Instead, you are simply sharing it. You are giving your target audience the kind of content they are looking for. You are giving them something to engage with, and based on your research of your competitors, you already know they like this type of content. When you feature this content, you tend to attract the same type of audience as your competitors. Now, curation can only take you so far. You shouldn't build and maintain your Instagram account solely on curated content. That's you just being lazy. Next, come up with a short list of your competitors' best content and you come up with your own version of it. Take the best of both worlds and make it better than the original. Use this content to draw and engage with your audience members. This is key and is what will put you over the competition. Remember, you're trying to build a persona. Improve the best existing content you find on Instagram, revise, and publish it. Drawing attention to Chapter 4 and figuring out what is the hottest content in your niche, you then come up with your own better version. Use this on your own feed. Rotate these along with the curated content that you are already publishing. Section 1. How exactly do you improve on others' content? There are several ways you can improve the quality of content that you reverse engineer. Again, you are not copying and pasting here. You are not taking somebody's work and passing it off as your own. You are simply taking ideas so you can create your own original content. And this original content has to be better than your competitors. To improve content, you should. Point 1. Offer an updated version of the content. If your competitors are showing grainy and low-quality product pictures, then come up with an updated pictures of it with better quality. You would be surprised as to how viral your content can be. Well, you are publishing something that is obviously up to date, has higher production value, and you know your target audience is familiar and loves this type of content. You have to produce content that is so obviously superior to your competitors that your brand stands out. This is the standard you should aim for. Point 2. Include more details. I can't even begin to tell you how many Instagram accounts are out there that just post a picture and a hashtag only, and no other description or link or any other content that relates with the potential customer. Whether you are a small, big, or medium-sized brand on Instagram, if you are practicing this, then you are leaving a lot of money on the table. You must give more details about your post or content. When you do this, you complete information gaps in the minds of your viewers. There is less mystery and helps answer questions or doubts, making your brand more trustworthy. Eventually, if you keep this up, they start looking at your brand as some sort of reference site or some sort of resource. This is what you want. So don't be lazy, do it right. Now, there is such a thing as overkill. But you have to find that sweet medium ground between too much information and not enough. Point 3. Use better hashtags. When you do your reverse engineering, you will notice that some tags get used a lot more, but unfortunately, they may be too general, or they may be too broad. You might end up attracting the wrong kind of crowd. You must play around with your hashtag selection until you reach a point where you can be sure that a specific tag is pulling more traffic from Instagram or helping you gain more followers. Unfortunately, there is no black or white answer to this. This is one of those things that you just have to try out on a purely trial and error basis until you get it right. Point 4. Come up with a better picture series. Believe it or not, when people like a picture on Instagram, a lot of them want to see more. Not talking about pictures of the same subject or similar types of pictures, instead pictures from the same series. It's not unusual for people to see a picture of a beautiful vacation location and somebody just posted 2 pictures. People who see that vacation destination post would love to see its surrounding areas. They would love to see what it looks like at night, sunset, low tide, high tide, you name it. The more angles your pictures present, the more engaged your community will become. Point number 5, use better influencer or distribution network. After you've done Instagram marketing for a couple of weeks, you would quickly notice that some accounts on Instagram tend to get a lot more attention in your niche than others. You should not automatically run away from these people. You might be thinking that they are competitors. You may think that they're out to get your slice of the pie. Stop thinking that way. Instead, start looking at them as allies. Obviously, they already did the heavy lifting of attracting the same audience that you're trying to attract and engage with. Engage with them to pay attention to your feed, and they may possibly share some of your content. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, a lot of these accounts are in it for the money. Well, that may be true. But there are also a lot of hobbies to count out here. These are people who would voluntarily share content if they think it's good. Point number 6, call your viewer to action. To get better results than your competitors, always include a call to action. With everything else being equal, if you have a competitor that just posts really gorgeous pictures, but doesn't bother to call the viewer to action, you probably would get better results if you posted superior pictures with a call to action. Remember, the name of the game here is to figure out your competitors' trends and build on it, while at the same time taking advantage of their weaknesses.